morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Having my morning cup of coffee. Y'all see my buddies here. Good morning, Gino. You want to say good morning? You want them to know you're here? Come on. Come on, they can know you're here. Come here. Good morning. Come here. I'm going to let them know. Gino would like to say good morning. He's here. He's looking good. Gino, they say ain't nobody come to see me, Otis. They come to see you. Say good morning. Gino, say good morning. They come to see you, baby. You all twisted up. Say good morning, everybody. Your mohawk needs to get combed, Gino. Comb your mohawk, baby. You got to get up and comb your hair. You can't just get up here. You got to get up and comb your hair, okay? You handsome. Can I show them the hat? Want some coffee? You don't want none of that? Okay. So we left the hat dry. It's stiffer. So let me show y'all. So this is what the shellac do when the hat get stiff. It gives it a stiff, so I like it like that. So now I try it on because remember this hat itself, just being on that block, it would have been too small, okay? So remember that block was like a 21 inches. So this is how I think I like the fit. I think I like this fit. So I bet y'all like that crown look really tall. Of course it do. It look really tall because there's not a band on. Once the band go on, we're no longer going to have the 5 inches, okay? Once we put the band on, the 5 inches is going to go away. It's not going to look as tall because the band is going to go right here. So we'll probably wind up with about 3 inches. First, right now with no band is 5. So I kind of like the fit. So last night I tried it on and adjusted because that one thing that's 21 inches, that is really tight. So with that being really tight, it'll be on your head and it'll be squeezing. So that was one of the first blocks I brought when I first got into hat making, where I didn't understand everything. So I bought it my exact size that I would do on wearing a wig or wig block and stuff like that. So the measurements is different. You have to add the sweatband and stuff in there, so you see. And this one I didn't take the band out. I left the band in there. I didn't pop this one. So now what I'm going to do is to keep that shape, because we're going to, next step, we're going to paint. This head is going to get painted. So I need this to be in here while we get ready to paint it. So, yeah. So it turned out really cool. But that's what I was telling y'all. Like, I truly enjoy making these hats and different stuff like that. So, yeah. So now we will go through the process of painting this. And then after the paint is done, I will add the band around here. So I think I'm going to do some denim. Because, let me see some, y'all. Because y'all remember these pants, so I like to make my outfits to match. I like to make my hats to kind of match outfits. Excuse me. So this one I got from Fashion Over. But remember, these pants is too long. So love brought me back. So let's see. I'm gonna take off these as dull as they come. The hell? Where my shears at? So remember that these are too long for me. So due to the fact that these are too long, we can recycle, and I can use the bottom of this to put on the hat. So when I wear these outfits, I will have the matching hat. Okay, remember I gotta fix these. Remember I busted up these by trying it on with another pair of pants, and the what's the name? It's too cheap, zipper. So I will sew these two together. Uh-oh, did you fall? Yes, you did. One Tuesday evening, love brought me back. Match them up where they're identical, okay? So they'll be sewn together, okay? Let me see if I got enough in the width. So when I do, but it ain't gonna be this large. I'm gonna cut it down some more. So, but you see what I'm saying? When you put it on, it will, but this is like too wide. I don't want it this wide. And then, to be honest, if I don't like how this look, I'll do something else. Okay, it's starting to move. I should have did these together like that. And y'all know, like the show and tell, I've been making a lot of, because I get nervous. I have nervousness. I don't want it to be as wide as this. So I will keep bringing it down till I get the width that I will want. And once I get the width that I will want for this to be, and to me that's still a little wide, but I'll do it where when I get the out, you know, I keep doing it to where I'll get the width that I want. But you see what I'm saying? Once a band go on, it's not going to be as, you're not going to see, you know, the 5 inches is not going to be. So I'll have to get this fixed up. So, but the next step is the painting process. So now that I have the hat to the size, then the painting. So to make these be a set, I will take that denim and make my band out of that. So I'm gonna finish having my coffee and wake my brain up, because my brain is still trying to take in the coffee, and I don't want to be making mistakes because I'm trying to hurry up and make a demo. And that's how you mess up. So I got to think the process through. But I'm thinking to match this outfit. But either way, those pants is too long. So it doesn't matter with me taking that 2 inches off the bottom. Even if I don't use that, they still was too long. I was going to eventually have to do that anyway. So let me let my brain soak in the coffee and wake up. And then we'll come back and we'll start painting the hat, okay? And I still got to press the other 2 hats. And we got to let those dry. And then I got the real hats coming, the felt coming today. But I don't have the blocks yet. The blocks is coming from Canada. So those will have to, I probably will have them blocks from Canada maybe Monday or Tuesday. Not both of them, maybe one. Okay, so we'll be back. Toodles. But yeah, we're making hats to match these outfits, okay? All right, see y'all in a little bit. Toodles. Okay, y'all, so I'm getting the paint mixed up. So I have some here. I have some blue, some light blue, and some dark blue. So it kind of gives me a little baby blue. So when I'm doing the paint technique, we're gonna just flicker it. And always put something down, okay? When you're gonna do this technique. Because you'll have it kind of everywhere. So I tried to make sure I got this blanket kind of covered. And this is the painting technique we're gonna do. Because you notice the pans kind of got like the lightning look to them. Uh-oh, it's on my legs, but it's okay. So what makes this paint become permanent is fabric paint. And then if you're going to use acrylic paint, use a textile medium. And what a textile medium does, it makes a hat. It makes a paint permanent. Now, I will say, any of your hats, no hat is designed for you to wear out in the rain. Will the paint loosen up and start coming off? No. But remember, we put shellac on this. So what you'll wind up doing, if you do that, what you'll wind up doing is you will soften the hat up. So no, you don't want to do that. That's not something you do. It's not made to do that. They're custom designed hats. They're not raincoats. So no, still take an umbrella. I never wear my hats in the rain. Only if I don't care about it. Like if I'm wearing a floppy hat that I ain't did nothing to. This before I started designing hats. I mean, I'll put that on because I don't care what happened to that hat. But no, not all the work and love that goes into this hat. I would never do that. And if you want the opposite side, you see you got to do this. This is a real easy technique to do. You could do this right now with some of your hats. Get your fabric paint. Go online or go on Michael's or somewhere. I always go online because everything is cheap online. So get your fabric paint and mix it together and just do the splash method. So some people be like, how do you get, let me set it down. They be like, how do you get like, if you wanted to get like, let me show you, some droplets. We'll use a little of this, a little bit more of this. So like, how do you get droplets? See that? Just let it drop. Instead of flicking it, let it drop. So if you want to do this, you could do this right away with your hats. Get fabric paint. Oh, that was too big. Oh well. I didn't mean to do that. I brushed the paint up against it. I wasn't meaning to do that. It's got a big drop. That ain't what I was going for. Then we gotta let this dry. Then I'm just gonna make a faint line. And when you're doing this, you design the way you'll be comfortable with it. And then you can, if you don't quite know how to mix your colors and what colors you want to go with, you can go online and do the color wheel and ask what 2 colors make this or what 2 colors make that. So this is like a dark blue and a sky blue, and it kind of give me more of a turquoise look. So y'all see what I'm doing? Giving it a, and a lot of times when you're doing this, kind of have in your mind what you want to do, because I notice I've done this. Sometimes I go into overkill, and what I mean by that, the hat be looking perfect, and just sometimes I just can't stop. When I get started on coloring, I just can't stop. And to me, I feel like then took the hat into overkill, meaning I gave the hat way too much. Like I could have stopped and it'd have been perfect, but I just couldn't. So don't take your hat into overkill. Have in mind what you want to do before you start doing a whole lot of stuff, because you will take the hat into overkill, meaning that you'll be like, damn, like you'll look at it like I messed up. I did way too much to the hat. Like instead of just giving it something nice, something simple, something cool, you're going to the point where you took the hat into overkill to now it ain't what you want at all. So I learned to not overdo it, you know, design it, but don't go deeply and mess up. So that's what I learned to do. Like, don't take it into overkill. Do the hat, paint it, but don't do way too much. Like, oh God, you did way too much to the hat. To now, the hat is like, I don't be wanting to do that. But this is what I love doing, guys. I love to do this. So y'all saw this in real time. You can buy these straw hats from Amazon. Buy them in bulk, and you can get the textile medium from Michaels, and you get your acrylic paint, fabric paint, and you mix it together. But what the textile medium will do, it'll turn acrylic paint into permanent paint. Any of these hats that you wear and make, do not wear them outside in the rain. They're not rain hats. Will the paint come off? No, but the stiffener that we put on to make the hat do this, you're going to soften the hat up. Then the hat gonna have to go back into this texture. So my advice, hats are not raincoats. Don't wear it as such. So I think that we're gonna leave it right here. And this is gonna be the design. Cause I was thinking about some white, and I'm just like, something telling me to stop, because I'm gonna go into overkill. So I don't want to go into overkill like how I normally would. So I don't want to do that. And remember to do this side, you got to flip it and do this side. This type of stuff gives me great joy. I love working on anything I can do with my hands. So people are like, what do you like to do for fun? Like, everybody have their own hobbies. I like to create and make stuff. That's what I like to do. I like to take my time, be creative, and make stuff. I don't mind about being in the house to my lonesome. None of that doesn't bother me. I'm content and okay with it. Like, I'm good. Let me have my groceries that I need to eat. Let me have the food, the crafts, the tools and stuff like that. Like, I don't mind about being in the house. Like, I'm not going to be, oh, you know, some people are outgoing. They need to go places. They have to be out and go to events and go to places. Like, I'm opposite. Give me everything I need and you won't hear a peep out of me. Now, if I run out of my crafts, then that's when I'm going to need something. Because I'll be out of crafts. So, and this is in real time. Y'all see how in real time we're getting this done? And all we got to do, last thing is let this baby dry. So this will be simple. Get your hat and you can fix it up, okay? Now it's time to clean up. Time to clean up. But yeah, this is when people say, what do you do for fun? Me painting, sewing, making anything, cooking for somebody, anything like that, like, is what I would like to do for fun. It's what the enjoyment come from for me. Let me do something like this and I'll be in heaven. I'm making the rim a little darker going around the top by adding more of the darker blue. You see, I'm darkening it out a little bit. So you know what I was thinking, y'all? Y'all know I feel like I turned into such an introvert and I enjoy my own, you know, just being to myself. I was thinking, like, I used to be a really outgoing person, loving to go places, especially, and I'm talking about around my own family, loving to go places, loving to do things, and, you know, just outgoing, life of the party, kind of like my mom was. And do y'all know, my own family will be mistreating me. They'll be focused on what I'm wearing or try to embarrass me or, girl, what you got on? You barely got on any clothes. It's almost like I became the pick on me to the family. You know what I mean? Like, they always do that. Or the real important things, like if they all, say for instance, getting ready to go out of town, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I want to go. So all of them would team up and get in one car and go together. And then I've been and said, okay, I'll go with y'all. You know, how much I got to pay or whatever. And they be like, oh, well, we'll let you know. We just going to split the gas or whatever. And they were saying one time they was going to rent a rental car. And at this time, I had a SUV. I had my Escalade in the seat. You know, when it says seat 7 people, them seats all the way to the back. Maybe some kids can fit in, but not a grown adult comfortable. So they like, oh, okay, or whatever. So I get all happy and excited and ready to go. And I get up like, you know, 5 in the morning making my coffee. And I call, okay, who house I'm coming to? so we can get going. You know, they've already been on the road after they invited me and said I can come. Oh, but you can meet up with us. You can come. And I'm like, first off, I ain't never been to none of these cities. And y'all want me to just trunk up and come by myself. You know what I mean? So I realized, it took me a long time to realize it. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I didn't pick up on it right away. It took me a long time to realize that my family was my biggest haters. And they felt insecure and threatened with me being around. So every time I would go places, I would feel like I got mistreated. So with that happening to you so many times, I realized that I developed a mechanism where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of trying to kiss ass and go places. And these people don't want me around. So I feel like it developed me to be in a shell. So I'm like, I learned to enjoy. I mean, literally, y'all, when I was younger, I used to cry a lot because I was affected how my family would treat me. And it put me into this shell. But then I learned to enjoy the company of myself, where I didn't have to be around other people and always, you know, click up with people. You know, some people really need that. So I think that's put me into my loner. So God gave me this vision and to be able to do this type of stuff. So I kind of more or less started focusing on, at that time it was wigs and stuff like that, and learning to sew. So I start focusing on the energy that I would have to chase these people around, family members, and be around them. Then I learned to find joy and stuff to be to myself, where I didn't feel like I had to be attached to my family. So that's what I wind up doing. I wind up doing that, and it brought me great peace, where I'm like, you know what, this is better than chasing behind people and trying to be a part of them, and you know, they mistreat me. So that's why I think that I turned into more of a loner, and to do things by myself, to now I'm very comfortable with being to myself. You know, I don't desire company of people. That's why, you know, I talk to y'all on the internet and stuff like that, because my therapist always say too much alone time and not interacting is not good. So, but I tell her I'm not depressed, because I always find something to do. I have a healthy outlet. But I was just thinking about that today. Next time I'm in therapy, I'm gonna tell her, like, I think that's what developed. We're trying to figure out what made me isolate so bad. And I think that's what it was. You get mistreated so much, and a lot of times it's sad as your own family that do you this way. So I just received so much mistreatment till I got to the point where I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to chase these people around and try to be in their doggone world, and these people don't want me there. I'm going to leave them alone and stay in my own lane, and that's what I learned to do. So I learned to do that so effectively that now it's like, this is good for me. And then I'm older too. So I think too, with age, when you done live the life and you done did a lot of stuff, you do time out. You be like, I done did all that. If you notice, a lot of older people, they more relaxed too. They be like, shit, I'm good. I'm going to have whatever they have and be by themselves. So I want y'all to see it close up. So you see? So now we're going to just let this dry. And you got to get so if you want this side of the hat to be, you got to get all that. So this particular droplet, I didn't mean to do this one, this big one. But once it's on there, you know, to try to smear it around or whatever. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry. And when this hat dries, and then I'll figure out the band going around. We might utilize the piece I cut off here, or we might don't. You know, you get what I'm saying? We might don't. I'm not for sure. So I might use this, I might don't. But I gotta sew that together, I gotta cut it down, I gotta do a little different stuff to it. So yes, you could take these hats, buy them, design them. You can use acrylic paint, but remember to make it permanent. Textile medium to make this hat stiff like this, shellac. And I use it in liquid form. They do have the shellac in the spray can, but this is what turns these hats into the stiffness. So if you ever see somebody hat and it's just so stiff and nice, you know, not everybody use shellac. People use other things too. So I'm not going to say every person use shellac. But me personally, I realize that shellac is the way for me. So my hats, I like them all to be flush like a pancake. You see that? It almost look like a cake. Flush like a pancake and flat. You know what I mean? I don't like my hats flexible. So every hat that I have, I kind of do it this way. So, but if you don't like the stiffness, don't do it this way. You mean you can let it dry and it'll dry like this, but meaning it won't have the stiffness, and then you can flex the brim and stuff like that if you don't want it stiff. You can get this shape. But yes, you need the hat molds. Go on Etsy, pull all this stuff up. Y'all will be amazed with the stuff that you find on Etsy. So we're gonna let this dry, and I gotta clean up the paint. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I definitely appreciate you guys being here with me. Thank you guys so much, and have an awesome Saturday. And we got to work on the other hats. So see you in another video. Toodles.